Okay, abusuaba makwa abaso nkoso ereba POG Media so yereba ko political highway ne so highway ne de ensem bebre oso ayen so ya jepene se yeba me abidwafo no ahu de eko ene de eba abusuama yembonra yensem mu no eye Brigadier General Opoku ene Ghana Army Commander Lieutenant Owina ye Brigadier General eye Onyina ono na yisian finally no omo aba abonten aba be confess say omo no eye Akuffo Addo na esoma omo senka omo ba no omo meye coup plot against John Dramani Mahama ifele into no omo nkoto degu fom omo be sre John Dramani Mahama omo panachew omo sre na omo mfa Mahama emfa omo boni enche omo bet na enye omo intention say omo be plan sa cool no against ono John Dramani Mahama no nti osre omo na onfa omo bone nyeden enche omo na eno ena che say NDC for ni bi ababonten ababe true hot fire ede ama omo abusu Brigadier General Opoku ena Brigadier General Onyina omo ena yisi ano omo confess ya my expose Akuffo Addo a enye easy cry say mo mre no ebe pese ebe me abidwafo no be me akọ na yakwa akuti ensema ekọ so credit goes to Power FM omo ena drop is info we at the back madam say
constituencies are abes a portrait be at ho. We know say Electoral Krugu young area femuno say she has rightly won Domkwa Benya. Yet it tends to say Tama Central and so Sarah. What about the remaining ones? And who some at them? Because I know say even though Akroma, you have an idea Munina Moka election task force any Niakoso. Outstanding ones, no, and who some to them because court him say Ibu Saturday when obesi Jana won. And who some to say?
Oh, you see, me have taken a proactive and pragmatic position, sir.
Okay.
Niakosu war the consensus where CI 127 ends the game.
Okay.
Obi biara ofo say onu e kire say chimni saji to me finish him no. No mo kire say nyama e bi koso a no akokot e di won dance here akodu ho no. And we got so alarmed and agitated. Emra EC led by Jean Mensa was trying to apply the law at her own whims and caprices.
Okay.
To be seeking for justice for aggrieved people. Whilst the aggrieved people are not asking for anything. And that was the level of indiscipline Jean Mensa and Boss Masari instituted.
Okay.
To that extent, say, Muni any mana muntu over the years, a creative unnecessary tension Akroma. Ghana far decided overwhelmingly, and you both will say a better office had determined the verdict of some MPs elected by the stroke of our pen. You do some pensuna. Mimi famranye jumabio. Mimi between chain because say the law enforcement agency and the interpreters of the law are overlooking the indiscipline of an institution. You don't expect me to come to you, cry to you. I will go straight to where the lawlessness is happening and use lawlessness to correct the lawlessness.
Na say untimi fa boni entua boni kana boni timi me papa.
Israel time ubo bia suma ye bob. Udi ababo bia di bob. Yatina Akroma na nsamfo akwaso na broni achichiri mrafun we di abetu yeso. Say court na lawyer for nka bofro. I don't believe in that kind of this thing. When you joke with me unlawfully, I will use an unlawful order to apply to you. That is my principle.
Wow.
I am an Israelist.
Until your Trisicano was
a so to me now, a hondi now, until our Trisikai. Send me Trina, so who say, Yamatrino, Intimua, and I bet Timua, so the battle fam.
Not from what I say.
Me train that tram me when I'm got to sue or court. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. So for me, we have ended the game of coalition. yes, we have a legal unit or legal director of the party. They believe in that cause. Whatever they are doing in the court, I don't believe in it. But I respect it because it's part of our modus operandi. I believe in the streets.
Streetness.
Yes, because that is where the election was won. The election was not won in any courtroom. Ghana for no 2 something krasi potem somewhere around the road, somewhere in community centers, somewhere under trees. That was where the verdict was determined. This will be in the office, not the pen. HNG. Now we should comfortable environment, air conditioned court. I could determine the verdict of that case. I will not go there. I won't waste my time. But I'll meet you there. Yes, I'll meet you when the so-called court says go and do XYZ. I'll meet you there. Look, we are not fools in this country. Studio and Mikajon say election 2024. If lawlessness will be used to restore lawful order, we apply it. In that day, I was here with former talent CMP.
Yeah.
BT Baba.
Okay, BT Baba.
That was my ending statement. If you look for that audio, you will get it. That if lawlessness must be applied to bring lawful order in this country, we will apply it. I don't see how, say, state agencies will be in the application of lawlessness and then we are overlooking it. What was that nonsense that happened at the Reach? Say, police for any soldier for a year can anani James as some recollection. By which law? Recollection, a wamrabe. So, who did Mraya share? Upper presiding officers, upper returning officers, or more true process, or one or two or to say, at the end of the day, verdict in ni. How would James and the boss man it muti a honum? And Amuka say, duress. It is not right. So you are going to review. Review what? When a decision here against. More decision here against no. Some who believe in the court and they should go to the court. If they don't believe in the court, they should come and face. We are politicians. They should come and face us on the street. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
And this was still. This guy continue. This lady and these guys continue to go on that vendetta to feel say they must determine a certain verdict that will reduce the NDC's majority to take decisions without this interfere on the opposite side.
Then I'm watching you say, Jim Mensa and new deputies no son of person way.
The kind of press conferences they did, trying to whitewash the minds of Ghanaians about the time cry their boss man tried to do, telling Ghanaians recollation as you see, so and you can be a professor about the reason why our education sector is in this shambles is most people who have professorship are nobody in academia. I'm telling you, most of them. That is why our education has been reduced to this thing. Because they go and write chaff in the name of policies for us to implement. I'm not missing my words because there's so much going on in this country that is totally not productive to the state.
Professor, no,
then, if you have unemployable graduates who are teaching them, and then hire a graduate and see the amount of money you invest training him or her. But okay. So such guys paraded to sit at Electoral Commission who have no idea on election management. Who do you call? Say, Argentina, as at almost 72 hours, Electoral Commission didn't have results. They were depending on us to give them results. Because every day, the 2020 result that they announced, it was collated by the MPP Gabi Ochidaku and gave them to announce.
So this time around, they were depending on the NDC.
MPP.
So does it mean that the Electoral Commission itself, no, only system or the monitor?
They have no knowledge. What is their experience? These people.
But said 2020, the same gentlemen are not.
I'm telling you that result was an MPP collated result. That was what they announced. They don't have anything to announce. These guys, And we have told every electoral officer, you are bopa, either you are a contract staff, a temporary staff, or a permanent staff.
Okay.
Be careful the way you take unlawful orders from these people. Because you see, who call Mufia? The military Moaks. It is your Mufia. Soldier for the police for fully armed and a guardian. Now, who are limit compound house, community rooms, unibambo, now do we meet here? Benya gun and Ibia Boasum. Me catch your plane. Benya gun and Ibia Boasum because we know no sure, sir, and no matter aba, and I'll dink crofu echi. Now we move. Tell me them a bokoko. Sa soldier for now. Omude gu honu. 7th January, 4 a.m. One withdraw from those houses are near to Munesu.
Because Confesses&Begs says those military guys now, Omugadi, the likes of Jin Mensa and other people, no, would you allow them to continue?
Me dem abokoko. Army commander, CDS, Southern commander. Omo in charge of the Moa squadron. Any commanding officer of Moax Nusu. Me see 4 a.m. on the 7th. One withdraws our military logistics and your men, fully armed men there. You have a problem. You will answer questions with us.
Wow.
And I'm ready to lead that operation. I'm telling you.
Why ready so believe?
Won't joke with it. 7th January, nobody. I have a new commander in chief. That is John Dramani Mahama. And if you took your orders from Akuffo and his team that deploy works over 10 armed soldiers and police to protect J. Mensa, and I am telling you, 4 a.m. that order is null and void.
Wow.
Recall your men to base. They are only entitled to a police officer. J. Mensa is entitled to only a police officer. One in her car, one in her home. Same Bossman Asari, same Tete. They don't have any business having military, to the extent of military muak guarding their home. So those officers should be listening and be listening carefully. If they fail to comply, that there's a new commanding of commander in chief, he is not going to talk. We the men are talking. Who joke in this country?
JM is not going to talk about Muna Mubaka.
Oh yes, and we apply our orders. It's a very lawful order. Because with that kind of situation, that is why the impunity has grown. How dare these people? You need Afarija and Akroma. Don't you see Afarija walking on the street of cantonment?
Yeah.
Do you see police around here? Him? Charlotte will say?
Same thing.
So who are these ones? These crass, incompetent individuals are so we are looking at those who took the command and deployed those tanks there. They should not review it by 4 a.m. and they will see what will happen in this country.
Is it a threat?
I don't threaten people. I caution people.
Okay.
I don't threaten people. That order to protect them with military muak and armed soldiers is on the orders of President Akuffo. 12 a.m. 6th January, he is no more a commander in chief. So his orders cannot apply. There is a new dawn in town.
Okay.
He doesn't need to tell you that order is quashed. You must reason as a professional soldier. You must reason. Because after the army commander self, Major General Una, we have nothing to do with him. He should not even step our space.
Oh, are they?
I'm telling you.
Are they?
He's a student of Akuffo. You should go with him. He shouldn't try come to any space of the NDC.
He should go where? Uncle Hen.
Baby free by an uncle. Baby free by an uncle.
Wow.
That's a student of Akuffo. He ain't ADC, no. You know, or jumping in promotion. You know, didn't hear army commander. And this is the man who was leading the forefront of the failed coup attempt after the declaration.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
Samum.
Me see Major General Una. Brigadier General Opoku, Lieutenant Kennedy say, Major General Kotia, these are the masterminded of the nonsense that nearly happened in this country for a state of emergency. You should sit well. Hey, of course. Share, yeah, intelligence will show you. The fact that we are not wearing their uniform doesn't mean we are not intelligent. And they have more intelligent officers in the military and this thing, the military, the police, the Air Force, and the Navy than those in the helm of affairs today. These guys think they can put people in a box. You are army commander. Akuffo appointed you. He ends on 11:59, 6 January. Drop your medals and go with him.
Tony, Obi Baby says, okay, so Omanga Yanga to see the path of democracy. Yanga to a baby, a different political party and their leader no longer win elections. Why would Encrophobia send your allegedly, media Americans allegedly say, on better plan say there should be some sort of instability in country? Why would they do that?
Say you know Akroma. The brain about them no namu. But atari enti mu yet say ye papa. People are still not waking up. Say the people of Ghana have determined a new order, and they think by the virtue say omukita certain positions that is critical to the protection of the borders and the airspace of Ghana. They can use it to thwart the effort of the people. I've mentioned their name. I'm not alleging. I've mentioned their name.
This is you. This is not Power FM.
These are generals of the Ghana Army and some lieutenant colonels. Forgetting, say, when you go to the barracks, the verdict of the men and women in the barracks was against MPP. The men in uniform and their wives and their children largely voted for the NDC. Until now, we share and say, when you saw against the verdict, then I will dream. Then I will dream. I am making these submissions, not bringing the chief of this in, the CDS in. The chief architect of this whole rubbish that nearly happened in this country is Major General Una, the Army Commander of Ghana, supported by Brigadier General Opoku, the Central Commander, the Southern Commander, and some Lieutenant Colonel 5 BN, and some people at Army headquarters.
Wow!
Look,
this is serious.
Of course, they cannot accept say Ghana for Atuaba in a certain direction. APP need to do more for them. They must do everything to make sure say Akuffo's era continues. How can few miscreants in professional service think say the overwhelming verdict of the people can be changed by a stroke of a gun or a pen? That is how unprofessional and lack of integrity that came to display. But yeah, yenya otwenhunhum nyame dia siafifufuru mu hwe Ghana e hyen bia ba yeso 7 January beba kruma John Mahama beso, and all those perpetrators of that crime who are abetting and aiding, they will never be spared.
They will never be spared. Anthony Nukwenu.
Okay, abusia we ne ensema ekoso ewo political highway ni so eye Brigadier General Opoku ene Brigadier General Onyina omo na ababeto omo no mutu course 7th of January say yes sworn John Dramani Mahama ina it is going to be fire. Abusia de abekoso wo Ghana ase no enye asam keso apprenti omo no tentem na omo ababonten ababe pacho a and this for masa mono abusia medamase